Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. Today I'm going to talk about the special release of the coloured $2 coins for the Paris Olympics 2024. Something that people will definitely be trying to collect this year. I think this is pretty cool and significant to get the first coloured $2 coin with King Charles on the obverse. So this is the first time we're seeing a coloured coin come out of the markets with King Charles. So we've had a bit of a history when it comes to Olympics and Commonwealth Games coins being released out of Woolies. So today is the first one. This is one of 4 that are going to be released, and every subsequent 2 weeks we're going to get a release of the next coin. So I'd love to know in the comments below, what is your story been about getting the coins from Woolies? I personally went to 3 different Woolworths today. The first one I went to, they did not have any in stock yet, so the tills were empty. The second one, the lady was absolutely super fantastic, and I gave her $10 cash and she gave me the 5 coins straight away, which is really good. And then the third one, I had to buy something and she gave me a couple of coins. I personally don't go to my local Woolies because I know straight away when I even ask, they won't even try and help. So there's a bit of a hit and miss around go to Woolies to get some. Some are really helpful, some are not. So I'd love to know in the comments below, what was your example? I always try to use as much good manners as possible to make sure I'm super friendly when I go there. And if they can't help me, so be it. I don't get upset about that if they can't help, because they do have rules that they need to try and follow. But I'd love to know what your feedback is, what you think about this first coin as well. So this one here is the Australian Olympic team logo. So it's a pretty standard, pretty cool coin with like almost a green and gold flower arrangement with the writing community on here. So pretty cool. I don't mind the design. It's very similar, this one here, to the Commonwealth Games 2018. As you can see here, we also have the Australian kind of logo at the top. Obviously this one was a Commonwealth Games, so we didn't have the Olympic rings, but a very kind of similar design-ish in some regards. So pretty cool to have that. But I do like it how we've finally got some green and gold. That's why I like the Paralympics $1 coin the most, because of that green and gold kind of color. They also came out today in a set of 3 that you could buy from the Royal Mint and apparently some post office. You can get the set of 3 coins that are going to be released, or separately the Paralympics coin. So the set of 3 Olympic coins were $20, and the separate Paralympic coin was at $8. Now it had unlimited for the set of 3, but it had, I saw on the Royal Australia Mint website, a limit of 50,000 for the Paralympic Games coin in the folder set. So I'm not sure what the overall mintage of the coin will be, but in the folder that was going to be the mintage on that. So be interesting to see what their final mintage is going to be. Normally they're about $1 million to $2 million depending on what's going on. I think the Olympics is always pretty cool to get. So I'll also go through what the other couple of coins are going to be. So the second one is the mascot kangaroo breakdancing. So breakdancing apparently is a new sport in Paris 2024. So I didn't know that that was an actual sport, but breakdancing is the actual what the kangaroo is trying to do, which is kind of odd. And what they've got is Allez Oz at the bottom of it, which is the first part. Allez, A-L-L-E-Z, is the European sport chant. So where people, a bit like Aussie, 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 they yell at Allez, Allez, Allez. Correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but that's the way it kind of comes across. And then they got AUS at the end of that. So that's what they're calling that coin. That's the second one that'll be coming out in 2 weeks' time. And then the third coin is with a boxing kangaroo, which I think will be a pretty good one. And I like it how in the background it's kind of got some of the key things of Paris in there, so it looks pretty good. And then the last one is Lizzie, the frilled neck lizard, playing a Paralympic sport called goalball. So that's kind of a ball for blind people where they can hear the ball rolling along the ground. So some pretty cool sports there. Definitely some cool, very unique coins to go through. So I'll compare it to the last one. So this is obviously 4 years ago when we had the last Olympics, so we had the Paralympics coin here. This is Lizzie again. This one just has Lizzie with some colours. Not really playing much of a sport in that one, but that's a little bit about Lizzie, so that's the kind of card we're expecting. And then this one was the key coins that we had for the Olympics last time. This one I loved it. It had the blossoms in the Olympic rings colours, so I thought that was pretty good for Tokyo. So, and it had all the different key mottos down at the bottom, so that one I didn't mind. So this one had 5 coins. Like I said, this year we've only got 4 coins all up, including the Paralympic coins, so a little bit less with your dollar coins that have come out, and there's also been some silver coins that have been released. So also go through, these are the ones from 2022. So these are the Commonwealth games that we had, AUS for Australia, the pretty good unique ones. Then we also had the Commonwealth Games ones from 2018. This is when it was in Australia. This is out of the Gold Coast, so we've got the Gold Coast logo, the mascot, and also the Australian team. And then we go back to 2016 Olympics. This is kind of like our first coloured $2 coins for the Olympics. Here we've got some really good unique designs with the Olympic Australian logo in the middle, and then all the different sports there. So obviously got all the different colours depending on the coloured rings of the Olympics, and then also with the Paralympic coin there. So that was another lot of coins. So the last 2 Olympic sets that have been released have been the Olympic ring colours. So this one is different, where it hasn't got the Olympic ring colours, but it's only got 2 of them are the mascots, and 1 is the Australian Olympic team on there. So it's a little bit different for what they've done in the past, but I don't mind it. I think it's a pretty cool set to go with, and I think it's definitely going to be a really cool collectible set. So do you like these coins? What do you think about the actual coin sets yourself? Did you have any fun getting it? I must admit, I did call through to the Royal Mint and also went onto the website today, and it was actually pretty easy for a $2 coloured coin release. It's the first time where I only had to wait for like 5 or so minutes to get online, and the waiting line online for the phone was I had about 20 odd people in front of me. So I didn't get hung up, didn't get the end call number straight away, which was something quite different for a change, and it was actually quite easy to get the coins online. Now it'll be interesting to see how long it actually takes them to send it out. But I'm quite keen to, hopefully it doesn't take too long, but I will be going in 2 weeks time to be getting the second coin and be getting them all, because I think that's a bit of fun going out to the Woolies and trying to get the actual coins themselves. I'd also like to know, what's your sport that you're looking out for? Are you even interested in the Olympics this year? Is it something that you're keen in? I'm definitely going to be watching the opening ceremonies. I always think they're quite unique, and I think with Paris it's going to be something a little bit fun to watch. So I'm quite keen to see what they do for the Olympics this year and the sports. But depending on what time it is compared to Australia, if there's going to be up too late, I'm not going to be watching too many of it. Definitely don't watch it as much as I used to in the past. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and you found this information really helpful. Please make sure you give us a good thumbs up if you like the content that's been created, and also make sure you're subscribed. If you've first time watching Dan the Collecting Man, or you've watched me before, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date. I'll be releasing all the coins that come out in the next few weeks and months. I'll be doing videos on that, including the new bluey coins that are going into circulation in the next week or so. I've got those potentially getting delivered in the next day or so, so they'll be pretty cool to have a look at these new $1 coins that are going to go into circulations that are bluey coins. So thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.